Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Vance Williams out of the Seattle area, home of the world champion Seahawks. No offense if you're a fan of another team, but it was just our year. Um, so this morning, of course, we're going to talk about Forex trading. We've got a lot of great stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about what we did yesterday and what we talked about and how that resulted in what price did after that. And we're going to take a look at what price is doing today. Let me see what I got. What else? Oh, I just want to say congratulations to JT. He's currently working out of the Singapore area, and he just recently he did all the work in our program and just moved on to live trading in level 4. He really deserves it. So congratulations, JT. Great guy. Great job on your work. One thing before we get to fundamentals and price, I just want to let everyone know that some of you guys have been waiting 4 or 5 weeks. The training program is opening today. We're going to take 10 people. 4 people have already said they want to do it, so we got like 6 spots left. But I just show you, we're not going to spend a lot of time on that today. But if let me share my screen. I just want to show you real quick. If you go to forexartofwar.com, if you're interested in talking to us about the trading, just go to forexartofwar.com and click on this picture and register for a free consultation. It's right here. Now, whether you decide to get involved in the training or not, you're going to get my free book, Seize the High Ground, which we never sold and we never made available to the public. It's all about the logic of Forex trading. And then I'll meet with you and again, you don't have to sign up for the training. I'll find out a little bit about you and your goals and your experience, and I'll explain exactly what you would need to do on your own in order to be successful. So I don't know what kind of price tag you can put on that, but it's pretty good. I've also got Victor with me this morning, and we're going to be going out to him in just a bit. Let me take a look at my notes here. Gosh, that's about it. What I want to do now is I want to go over to Victor. Victor's down in Australia. Victor also has been through my entire program, now trading live. He was in a couple of trades yesterday. He's in a couple of trades today. But I'm just going to ask Victor just to kind of go over what we discussed yesterday and how that unfolded and anything else he wants to say. Victor, over to you.
Thanks, Vance. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone who's taking the time to look at the show. Much appreciated. If anyone caught the show yesterday, they might have remembered we were talking about the sentiment, especially for the euro dollar and the pound dollar. And we're waiting, of course, for the FOMC to come out. But more so, I explained how the euro dollar was having a really hard time trying to break 135. It was being well supported in that area. And after the FOMC came through yesterday, it actually broke back up above a previous support range. And to me, that shows the sentiment was very bullish. And because of that, I got 2 very nice trades on the euro today, which were very, very easy trades for anyone who's been through our program, especially our level 3 traders, as well as watching the GU, the pound dollar at the moment, which is, we like to think of it as the speculator's currency, and we get a bit of a lead off the pound dollar. And today it closed very bullish yesterday, and today it's nicely above 170. The candle's not closed, but it's pushing through, and I got a really nice trade on that one too today. So everything we talked about yesterday, and thanks to Vance and all the coaching he's done to me, is coming true. You just have to go back and see the show yesterday, see what we talked about, then have a look at what's happening today. It doesn't get much better than that.
Well, thank you for that, Victor. It was pretty cool. I mean, I remember, I know it takes somebody who's really focused on what we're doing to see what we're talking about that unfolds after that. But you would have seen me saying, okay, I'm looking for this to correct back to here. You had said we're looking for FOMC to come out, maybe to give the buyers of the pound a better price. You guys just go back and watch the show. But let's see. I said that I was going to talk about the central banks a little bit this morning. Not a lot to say. It's just an ongoing story, almost a noise in the background that's been going on for a long time. Excuse me. We are live, by the way. What you see is what you get. But You know, the central banks, I think the first time in 2011 said, we are not going to allow currencies to be competitive. In other words, they basically said they weren't going to allow any currency to devalue based on competition. And that was kind of disappointing in some ways to hear, because they're just basically saying we're going to manipulate the market. We're not going to allow the market to ebb and flow and to move. And so this is something that we've been dealing with, that went from, you know, uncertainty of the financial crisis and this incredible risk management from, you know, 2008 all the way up really through November of 2012. But in 2011, you get the Fed saying, hey, we're not going to let this, we're not going to let the currencies compete. And what that means is price is not going to just be determined by the free market. And so so what we've seen happening, that pound, that potential long-term trend that we were watching has come to pass. And the pound traders have clearly broken out of that. Victor was talking a little bit about that. And so as a result, we've got some additional trading opportunities open to us. But the pound traders have said, forget it, central banks. The dollar is losing ground long term. You just cannot maintain your reserve currency status. And so they've made their move. Now, so the last thing that the central banks are fighting for here is the euro control. The Eurozone looks very poor over the next year in terms of their economic activity, but at the same time, the United States is so off the hook in debt, so out of control financially, that the dollar really needs to go down. And so I'm going to go to the charts in just a moment here, and we're going to take a look at exactly what I'm talking about. Yesterday I talked about the central banks defending the currency at a particular level. We hit that level this morning, and now they're pushing back. So let me pop down to the charts. Anything to add on that, Victor?
No, Vance. That's we've been, and you especially been talking about that for quite a long time in our live sessions that we do Monday through Thursday, and yeah, it's really coming to fruition now.
Okay, great. So take a look at my chart here, guys. This is a Euro 30-minute chart. It's zoomed out to encompass the last couple of weeks. And where we were at yesterday was right here under this 135.77 level. And I said I didn't think the central banks minded the price getting up in here. But if it reached up here, this was going to be something of concern for them. So as we zoom in, I want to show you guys something kind of cool. You can see where I have that level. And if I drop down to the 5-minute chart, we do that to see the behavior a little bit better. If I drop down on the 5-minute chart, we're looking for that push, pull back, second push. And there it is. Boom, boom, right to the fraction of the pip. And up it goes. So this was let's take a look at the strength of that move. 41 pips, very strong, perfect pullback to 38.2, and then it bounces off again. So when it comes into this level that I talked about yesterday, it looks like it doesn't quite pull back 38.2 before it pulls back 38.2, makes a tiny push, and then goes. But this is because of this level. This is where the central banks do not want price to go above this. And so that's why we would expect more of a pushback in this area. But there was now if you're in the training program and you took this trade, bravo, great job, good practice. Remember that your best teacher is experience, not the knowledge that's in your head. It's how you apply that knowledge and what you have experience at. That's what's going to make you a great Forex trader. So whether you're trading non-farm payroll and got a terrible price and everything went sideways, well, that's good that you did that, because now you know from experience. So if your stop was up in here and you lost on this one, you did a great job. Move on to the next one. Okay, so let's pop over to the pound. Let's just revisit real briefly. Yesterday, price was right here when we were on the show, and Victor said, we were looking out for FOMC. Absolutely. I was basically saying that what I'd like to see is a little bit deeper correction right here, and Victor was saying he thought when we saw FOMC come out, we'd get a move down here. I said that the information was coming from the bank, and the bank wanted price to go down, and it just went straight down. And then once it reached that price, it just, remember, the pound traders think this is going up. So as soon as it got down, right near 50% of this move here, just boom, they loaded up the orders and away they went. And when they did, they took the euro with them. And so pretty cool stuff. So what happened after that is we had kind of a questionable trend turnover point here, kind of an area of potential selling. But later on, let's see what happens as we get closer to this morning's London session. I'm going to zoom in on the 5 so we can take a look at this area right here. Let's just go ahead and put a point of reference for you guys right there, just to show you that we're going to be examining that area. So moving over, we see this moves up with no meaningful pullback up to here, and so there, that looks like the first trading opportunity. Victor, is that about where you got in this morning?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Off that 38.2, you can see how many times people were buying off that area. You could have gone and had a couple of cups of coffee and walk around the block, come back, and you still would have been able to get into that trade. It was a really good trade to be in today.
Okay, and so we great. So we get a little. So this one moves up. See how it, guys? Look at the pattern. This is behavior. This is the behavior we look for. Clear price move, pull back, second push. This is the most repeated pattern in the Forex trading world. And we teach this specifically to new traders to kind of help improve your probabilities of winning. Now, it's not just this that you need the risk management as well. It looks like we got some pushback there. I'm guessing that was high impact data coming out at 4:30, or at least fear of it, it looks like, because that was 5 minutes early. So that's either somebody had the information and acted on it early, or they pulled out of these positions for fear of getting caught in something. And then the data comes out right here, and boom, they resume on up. Let's see. This move looks a little bit weak, so let's take a look at the strength of that move. It looks like about 11, and let's see if we get something here. Takes up about right there. No, don't get anything there. All right, so let's take a quick look at the Australian dollar. I'm going to drop to the 5 so we can see the waves here. It looks like as this came up yesterday, got to pull back to 38.2, another push. So that wave is done. We take off again right here. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah, it looks like it made a move to here, back down to here, and then pushed again, and then these waves are very small. So it looks like there was potentially a trade that set up right in there. And then let's pop to the Kiwi. I'm not going to worry about yesterday on the Kiwi. Looks like I need to clean up my chart too. But right now, the Kiwi's looking at that level or possible trend reversal, which would take some time. But it's looking pretty bullish right now. So the level that you'd be watching for right there is exactly 87.32. Euro, let's see what we're looking for. Let's go back to the 30-minute for our main context. I think we need to get through this level here, and I think you're gonna find this is being defended. If it goes through with enough strength, we'll be fine. Also look at the trends, how much energy has been expended in this trend. I don't think we can really count the area from the Fed, so let's count from here about 89.90. I think there's room for this to move. So let's go to the pound, take a quick look what we might be looking for. Just anything stretching out above here. So we've got a reset of a trend. Let's see how much that's moved. Oh, about 78. This has got a little, I think this has got some legs. This has got a little bit of room left in it. Really, depending on your trading strategy, you need this to stretch out. Most of our traders need this to stretch out with some strength, pull back, and give them another entry. But there's been one or two in here this morning. All right, so let me see what else we have here. Anything to add on that, Victor?
No, you covered a lot of ground there, Vance. It was great. I'm just going to be watching the pound dollar over the next couple of hours just to see what goes on there, see if I can get a trade in. But no, that's great, Vance. Thanks for that.
Okay, great. All right, so let me pop back over. I just want to show you guys real quick one more time. If you want some free forex information, meet with me. Get basically you get my 10 years of experience. I'll tell you what you need to do to succeed. Just register right here, and while you're waiting to meet with me, you can have my book that people really love as well. And do leave me some good contact information. And also, again, if you watch the show a little bit later, we do have 6 slots open right now. Those will go pretty fast, so let us know if you're interested in that. Let me turn the screen back on. I want to thank everyone for attending our show this morning. I hope you got at least one valuable thing out of it. In terms of the show, the next one that we have planned is probably next Tuesday morning. Until then, good luck with your trading. Write to us anytime, Vance at Forex Art of War. There's just tons of ways to contact us. We're happy to help a little bit, even if you're not a part of our trading program. But again, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here this morning, Victor. And members, we will be meeting in about 35 minutes for our live trading room. See you guys then.
Thanks, Vance.
Thank you, Victor.